Alright, we now should be live. Terribly sorry for the kind of multiple alerts this morning. I was having some significant audio issues. So let's see if that's the worst of it. I'm no longer getting that feedback loop that I was earlier. So let's see how this goes. Slowly getting signed back into things. I kind of had to rip everything apart and then reassemble it. There we are. Now we should be back in working order. Alrighty. So last we left off, we kind of concluded the previous session on an absolute win with Mesmer. I did kind of have to go through and, I don't want to say cheat because it's using a thing in-game to defeat him, but I had to resort to magic once more. So that's what happened last time. This time I'm thinking we'll go through the ancient ruins of Ra. Definitely get to the centipede boss. And may attempt Radon a few times. I have a sneaking suspicion that I will do absolutely poorly on that one. I've never done the fight on my own. I've usually summoned co-op help in, or, it was co-op help. So I am in for a interesting session, to say the very least. And I'll go ahead and throw this disclaimer out very early, just because I don't want any flack later on, but the Radon fight can trigger a migraine in me, so apologies if I have to throw in the towel a little bit early, just because of in his phase 2, the light show that he produces is rather difficult, and I don't want it to seem like I've rage quit or anything like that. It's literally a physical limitation of mine, so apologies if there's a disappointment later on in the stream. I'm hoping not, but I wanted to preface it early, that way it's not in the heat of the moment. So with that out of the way, I'm going to actually kind of take a look at my assigned spells, because there's a few things I think I should probably equip just based on the journey ahead, and I'm just trying to think on the order in which to do them. So we've got the Moonblade and the range. I do have the gravitational spell now, so I can use that. I don't think I'll be using a mixture of holy at this point, because the foes ahead are holy in nature, so I'm not too worried about those. I really do like the multi-layered rings of light, though. So I've got that set up. And then Shadow Blessings, I'm at 14. And I have 1 in inventory. Up ahead, I know of at least 1 hippo and 1 pot, so that'll get us to 15. And equipment, I do have that now on. Off screen, I did go ahead and get the Great Jar Arsenal, just so I have that in my repertoire now as well too. And I do have the Taker's cameo on, perfect. I wanted to make sure I have that because of the ruins ahead. And I did off screen go ahead and spin the runes that I had from Mesmer, just to make sure that they weren't lost. So I'd say let's go ahead and get started. I believe the hippo is around this corner. There's some boars. I may have to go down a level first. And again, apologies for all the false starts today. Yeah, they're further down that hallway, so I think I can just get through here and go straight to our target. So I know of this one, and then that pot. There he is. I don't think I need Mimic for this fight. I think he's gonna charge. And chomp. Oof. I'm just getting waylaid. My dodges are off. There we go. I think it's a timing issue on my side. And if memory serves, there's not much else down here. I think I was just after that fragment. And it looks like the tearing will persist. So we updated the graphics drivers once again over the last couple days. I don't know why Elden Ring's being so cranky. We'll see if it stabilizes out. I hope so. Because I know that's not for a fun viewing experience. I actually reviewed the VOD last time, and much to my delight and dismay, the VTuber and audio came through just fine, but Elden Ring was the one that encountered all the jitters, and that makes me suspect that it's just the game rather than an issue with my graphics card or the rig. But that also means it's a bit harder to fix. So we'll see how this session goes. And it's definitely kind of bittersweet for me of where I really do think that we'll get to Radon this session. I don't know if I'll beat him, but at the same token, that also means that's the end of this DLC. And I'll have no further content to go through on this one. But we'll kind of cross that bridge once we get to it. And I'm going to check one thing just out of paranoia real fast. So let's see. Good, that looks live. Alright, so all's well there. We'll kind of head back to where we were heading. I don't think there's anything really of interest through here other than it's just a gorgeous area. I wish the kind of base game had this level of quality to it. I know these shadows are a little bit jittery at the moment, but in a normal playthrough, this is really pretty. Again, I don't know why I'm plagued by so many technical issues. Ah, welcome in, Puffy2Puff. How are you doing today? Glad to have you back in the stream. Did you have a nice weekend? There's our ambushee. Yes, I shall usually stream around this time. I actually got started a little bit earlier today, but I had all the technical issues, so I didn't get to start as much as I wanted. But yes, I've finally broken down and even put in a schedule too. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Let's see if I can get this without him absolutely destroying me. There we go. He dropped his wrist guards, but sadly not the outfit. So I went through my first playthrough with that outfit and really enjoyed it. But yes, I've had enough streams under the belt now to know that probably Saturday is going to be our usual one. Oh, I haven't played Wukong lately, but I am looking forward to kind of going through the challenge modes on it. That might be what we do next, actually. Good shout on that one. Now, on my Wukong playthrough, I'm on my second round through, and am at the final boss of it. But I've kind of left it in that state, just in case they release DLC anytime soon. That way I have all the shrines to teleport around with. That's good to hear. And I'm definitely open to suggestions. Anything that you guys would be interested in seeing played, by all means, please let me know. Wukong is a very easy ask, just because I adore it so much. Really awesome graphics? Oh, yes. If you've gone to Purple Mountain in Chapter 4, that's one of my favorite areas. I think I've said before that I wouldn't mind just dwelling there, even in spite of all the slug monsters. It's like we can cohabitate because that village is absolutely divine. I would love to live in a little house like that. I can't remember if there's anything of value down here, other than sneaky little creatures. There's like 4 of them through here. Oh. I thought I broke the wall for a moment, but I did break the wall. I thought it was a lighting glitch, though. Oh, you drop a calculus. I could have sworn the glowing pots exclusively dropped the blessings, but ow. Apparently I am mistaken. And for that I'll replenish my health on these guys. And this is probably the door where you don't have the right. Oh no, you do. One of the few doors that you can actually open. Oh, you sent me a message? Yeah, after the stream I'll double check a look at it. I thought I had responded to all of those. Apologies if I missed it. Keep getting stuck on all the rocks. Is there another aesthetic through here? I thought there was, where he's kind of hanging on the rafters. That's a fun phrase, take your stream. Let's see. Oops, missed the item. He might be through here. Nope, that's where those are. I'm just kind of aimlessly wandering around through here. Because I thought there was another gentleman with a pot, but I could be mistaken. How many hours in a day? Typically I try to go for about 3 hours on Saturday. I know the schedule is a little bit deceiving, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of, let's call it fudge room, just in case I start early or have to end early. So it's about 3 hours. Oof. Depending on how the Radon fight goes, I may have to fight a little bit longer. Especially if I get close, but if the attempts aren't even close, I might save him for another one. And I honestly don't recall the way through here. I think I may have to go backwards. This looks like a dead end of sorts. Oops. There we go. I thought there was one. And there's my friend I was looking for. You're probably going to murder me. Yeah. That's alright. I got what I came for. Because now I can upgrade those blessings. Because that makes 3. And that'll just put me back down to the grace. Oh, it now requires 4. That's a small matter. I know you're supposed to be able to navigate those vines, but I just do a terrible job with that. So there's an item in here, and I thought there was a vent as well. Or not. That's just an antechamber. Sorry, Mr. Buggies. I'm not interested in you. I forgot to put on that invisibility spell. I could have done that to navigate this area. That's alright. And you are a liar. You don't have anything of value. You might, though. Ah, it's just the mushrooms. That's the room that I didn't want. There's the hole. Gonna bounce our way through there. Leads us back to where we were. And there's my aesthetic friend. See if I can fell these first. And then we can take our revenge. Let's get this set up. Too short. Maybe if he's nice, he'll stay up there for a little while longer. We can take some cheap shots. That's why I went ahead and equipped the bow. And it looks like he dropped us nothing, which is fine. We can at least reclaim these. And I think he is alone, where he doesn't have a friend. But, let's see, is this the one that leads down? Because this is kind of the Spirit Spring one. This area can be a little bit tricky to navigate, especially when you're in co-op. But I think they put those ledges there for that very reason. Just because you're prohibited torrent. And I believe my way out's this way, because I'm not interested in the stuff the flymen have. Because I want to run past this spring. Yeah, here we go. So I believe I got all the blessings there. I didn't grab that item, but that's alright. I'm gonna run past this Crucible Knight to get the Grace, and then we may fight them. As they're on the approach. We'll reset them, as well as get my flask back. So Mikola should be incorporeal completely now. See if we can't get another cheap shot off. Oof. There we are. I guess I am rather rusty today. See if popping that helps. And then this way, I need Torrent, because we're going to have to run past that golem. I think that's the Lion Dancer version 2 Colosseum right there. There's the golem. A little bit of screen tearing, but we made it through. And now I think the next step is just to kind of run past his feet. Provided he doesn't stomp on us. Permit me a little whine through this section though. I do really like the environment of this area. And I like the Spiral City that we're about to go to. But I hate going through it. The caliber of enemies that we're about to face up ahead, especially the Falcon and the Lion enemies, I have such a hard time with them. And it is a complete skill issue, because I know there are many that can just go through with no issue. But I'm admittedly dreading what lies ahead. Which is a shame, because this area is absolutely gorgeous. And for further whine, the city is a pain to go through when you have invasions. Just because of the sheer veracity of foes, as well as what you have to contend with. There's another one of our friends, whom I'm going to leave in the dust. And these two individuals, I'm just going to try to see if we can sneak past. So I have no quarrel with them, and they will probably murder me. And then there's the rot. You have to get through here in order to get through the church. So wish us luck. Ouch. I probably should have gone invisible first. At least we won't get invaded by the horn scent. And that's not a jump that we can make. Let's see if this makes any bit of difference. I doubt it, but let's try. I think I just ran back out. I did. So I thought there was a way through those pillars. I may have just missed it. Every time. Maybe this isn't the right way. I thought there was an elevator or something nearby. Ah, way down, maybe. I ran through here so quickly in my first playthrough, because I actually had a co-op guide, that I just don't remember this place at all. I feel like Gandalf, I have no memory of this place. And I suppose you could make the argument that the enemies can smell me, but it's just a shame that the invisibility is not working as expected. It delays their response, but they'll ultimately target you. Just like that. Yeah, I figured you'd rise. Let's see where this leads. It's the Grace I've already been, I think. Yeah. There's Temple Town, because I'm trying to get that direction so I can get to the church. I don't remember the way. So I thought I had to go through here. Because I remember the fire sprites. And I remember the rot, but I also remember that there was a way up from the rot. I crept around those before, or maybe I've got them confused with the bird enemies at the other fountain. And I thought this was an elevator up. Ah, it is. I just didn't press the button properly last time. That might have contributed to my confusion, because now I know where I am. Okay. I remember. His Horn Sense fight is up here. But thankfully, I don't have to worry about him. Okay, now I know where I'm at. That's what messed me up, was that elevator. Because I couldn't see the button. Then likewise through here, this is the pond where the bird individuals are. If you go down and around, there's a calculus here, or excuse me, a burrow. And so I need 2 more blessings in order to get, or excuse me, 3 more blessings to get to the next level. Because I believe in my first playthrough I was at 16. I think they max out at 20. And I think I can summon Dane for this fight. I don't think betraying Letta impacts that at all. Do a quick stretch on these. And take a sip of my drink. Alright, so Church of the Bud. This will increase your difficulty since he's outside the fog gate, but oh well. And interestingly enough, she doesn't offer a cutscene or anything. Just kind of, it's a fight. Heal for a moment. Be nice if we can keep her in this corner, but I don't think she'll be that kind. And here's phase 2. Oh, the rot. Hey, we staggered her. How nice. And there she is. Admittedly not one of my favorite fights. Not a fan of the confused design on her. And then Physic should have that. Alright. And now we get a nice little cutscene. Oh, I touched the bloodstain. Oops. I wonder what killed that person. Maybe an invader? Such a lovely little area. But what lies ahead is just pain. From a lore perspective, I often wonder if Mesmer planted a secondary tree, not quite an Erd tree, but something to help overtake this city, because I don't think they ever really explain why you have to burn something in order to free this one. Maybe they did, and it's in, like, the Chain of Thorns incantation or something like that, and I just have missed it. Oh, and here we go. I don't know why I'm activating these. It's not like help will be on my way, but I am really curious to see if there's anyone at this level that can be summoned. I highly doubt it. This will kind of give us a good indicator of how this is going to go, as this one is not an easy fight. Alright. Not awfully, but I knew he was coming. Because in my first playthrough, I think I died twice in this very little area. It's like, oh dear. This is a ill portent. But there's just so much through here that's just like, ugh. And this is the elevator back down. Because this leads to Bellarat, I believe. Because with that soldier there, that shows me that Mesmer's military made it all the way here. And I don't remember if they said that he overtook the city and then sealed it, or if it was the last bastion of defense and he couldn't take it, that's why he sealed it. Either way, this will be kind of my painful existence for the next little bit. Because going through here is not fun nor easy. I can't remember if I need to go up first or this way. I think it's this way. So I don't think this enemy can get across that broken platform. Target. Alright. I think it's the big one. Now, unfortunately, we do have a lion man up here. Can't remember how soon, though. I think he's a little bit further up. That's what I get for having the wrong thing equipped. Jeez. I think this is a death for me. Yeah. I really don't like these guys. Well, let's give that one another go. Let's see. Where did I put it? Still medium load. See if we can't try to be stealthy. I don't think that took. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we are. Round 2 with Mr. Lion. Because I don't think it's going to let me sneak past him. But maybe I can set a trap for him. Oh, even better, fall off the map. I don't quite know how I managed that. Nor do I really know where I'm at. Let's see. There we go. That went a little better, but still very, very sloppy. And the bad part is he's not even the worst threat. This gentleman is. Okay, that took care of that one. First shot. I can never be sure. Thankfully there's another Grace up here, so we'll grab that real quick. There we go. That should help. Ah, welcome in, Carolyn. How are you doing today? Oh, not too bad. I've had some technical issues with the stream so far, but can't complain otherwise. That's good to hear. Glad Saturday's treating you well. Apart from watching streamers on Twitch, did you have any fun weekend plans that you had in mind? Or had that you were looking forward to? I think there's an aesthetic up here. Oh, he's on the next floor up. Never mind. Ah, you plan to play some Elden Ring and watch some streams? How far along are you in your playthrough, and is it your first time going through, or building a new character? Is Elden Ring my favorite game? It's definitely up there, and I would be ashamed to say that if it wasn't, I've got a significant amount of time investiture in it. It's definitely one of those I've enjoyed the co-op most of all. Because that's actually how I built most of my characters, is for co-op purposes. This character's slightly different in that it's an over-leveled one that I'm just trying to get through the DLC with. Because I thought it'd be good content to stream, since the co-op pool kind of died out a while ago. Ah, thank you for the feedback on that one. There is a little bit of a jitter still every now and then, so apologies in advance if that pops up again. But how about you? Is Elden Ring one of your favorites? And this part is going to be interesting. Yes, I did play through Bloodborne, at least to a significant part. I think I got to the Orphan of Cause before my PlayStation died. Mine as well, I really do adore it. Oof, the frost still got me. And games I play mostly? So far on stream it's been Elden Ring, just because I'm trying to interest an audience, but I've also played Small Lands Survive the Wilds, which is kind of a departure from the genre, but it's a really pretty game. And off stream, I've played Dragon's Dogma 2 and Black Myth Wukong recently, both of which I really enjoyed. I'm honestly debating on what to play after Elden Ring, since we're approaching the final bit of the DLC. Be kind of bittersweet to see it end. Okay, so that opens up that shortcut. Stream daily? No, unfortunately I still have a day job, so I've kind of relegated my streams to Saturdays. Typically, I try to start a little bit earlier, so I've been streaming for about an hour now. So, and I go for about 3. Oh, well, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And more importantly, you not only love to watch, but you're also very kind in chatting with me, too. So thank you. Because that's honestly the part that I enjoy most of streaming, is being able to chat and play at the same time. And this individual is going to be quite the pain. Let's see if I can get past him. So I'm just going to try to run and let him play with Mimic. So if I can just get to the Grace, then we'll be a-okay. Yes. Thank you. Oh, well, I definitely appreciate the follow. Thank you. The more the merrier. And you're from Brooklyn. Very nice. I'm likewise from the States. I don't think this will do this for this level. Well, the gaming taste definitely is an acquired one for sure. I admit I'm kind of all over the place, but the Souls genre tends to be where I prefer it. Although third-person RPGs tend to be a good summary of those. I was so disappointed with the latest Sony update, and still no sign of Bloodborne for PC officially, or Bloodborne 2. But I'm hoping with the recent news with FromSoftware that we may yet have a chance. But here's still dreaming till then.
Tree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erd Tree, desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords, such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Nicola the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now.
I definitely appreciate the follow. It's so nice to have. If you were interested too, I also have a Discord set up. So in the days that I'm not streaming, I try to be on there so we can talk about all kinds of other games and other things as well. The link to that is actually on the main page of my Twitch, so feel free to take a look at that. It's fairly bare bones, because I'm still fairly new to all of this, but be more than happy to have you there, because it sounds like we have similar interest in games.
Don't you dare approach Nicola the Kind. Needle Knight Ledder, Dryleaf Dane, and our ally will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane, Freya. The time has come. I could not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment.
Poor Freya.
Let's make it something to remember.
I say poor Freya, and then she just throws a firebomb on me. Where's Dane? Oh dear.
I am Ansbach.
Ansbach, please dance with Dane.
Knights, I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master Moog. Well, good Freya, it will be my honor to test my blade against a Ridley.
I offer this fight to Mikola the Kind and Rota.
I can't fathom your convictions. After knowing kindly Mikola, what remains to pledge to your Lord of Blood?
I am here to serve Sintria evermore.
There we are, Dane. This will be kind of embarrassing, poor Letta. Guess she brought her posse and I brought mine.
Kindly Mikola, make the world
We'll hasten you on your way.
place.
Alright, not as bad as I was afraid of. But still, what lies ahead? Ugh. Because I have no idea how I'm going to tackle Verdun. And we're in for some nice dialogue with Ansbach. Who I think is my favorite character from the DLC. I love his outfit and just the way they wrote his character. I like it a lot. It makes me wonder what Moog was like before Mikola corrupted him.
Righteous tarnished. That was an astounding battle, to be sure. Now I suppose this leaves only one. But in truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter. I'm afraid I underestimated the lad. Appearing frail in both body and mind, I presumed it'd be like to stumble upon the field of battle. What a fool I was. He serves another master, but Setiolier performed magnificently. Perhaps he too quivers with anticipation, as do we. Oh. Something you want to get off your chest? Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it? Who defeated Lord Moog. Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel. And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain? I blame the enchantment more than anything. Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood. Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear.
And the fact that he's cool with that we killed Moog. So it's like, that's just a class act. Where, to be fair, we did challenge him. And if we're taking tally, I actually went through all of America's children, save for the one ahead. So I see Ghost here, but given this character's level, I think it's kind of moot to expect any kind of aid. And while there are the summon signs for Tholier and Ansbach, I think I'll try it at least a few times by myself, or at least with the Mimic, just to see how bad this goes, because I have a sneaking suspicion I won't be able to get him to phase 2. But for now, we can at least enjoy the cutscene.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Forgot that's a roll, not a jump.
Lord brother, at long last you are returned. Tarnished one, aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
There we go. Well, I got him to phase 2. I'm surprised. So I admittedly forgot to do a few things. Should help with phase 2 at least. And then I might try it a few more times without the summoned help. Because I don't have the prawn on this character. He didn't do the lunge at the gate. Interesting. There he goes. Timing. So even while blocking, he's able to get through that. Alright. And apologies, this won't be very riveting gameplay for a little while. I'm still studying. Because the last time I fought Radahn, I had help. So this one will be kind of interesting, being by myself. Let's try just minor tweaks here and there each iteration. So I've got the Holy Resistance on there. Forgot to drink. So he hugged Mimic. That was sloppy. Yeah, that might be death. I don't know how to avoid that one. And I might stretch for a moment. Bear with me. So the shield was a good call. But I think I need to do a little bit more. So let's see what I can do. Since I'm going to kind of lean heavily into the shield, I may regret that, but let's see. Give this a try. Mistake. Should have waited till Mimic got to him. I just nullified my flask use. I hate that somersault so much. Oh, I got hugged. All right.
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
I have to be careful with that going forward. This is death. Hey, welcome in, Winnie. How are you doing today? I'm currently studying with Radon. Yeah, I'm glad you made it in. I tried to post on the Discord to let people know I was going live, but I had some technical issues earlier where I'm not surprised where it seemed like I may have been baiting. Because I had too many false starts. Oh, I have a feeling I'll be here a while. 'Cause I'm just terrible at this fight. Alright, there's phase 2. And there goes Mimic. So that doesn't bode well for me. See how far I can get him down. Oh no, there's the hug.
Promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Yeah. You took off my target lock too. Meanness. That's death.
Of the old order.
I'm debating on going to get the Great Rune or not. Because now my heart's been stolen. Valentine's Day was alright. No major complaints. Kind of had a nice staycation at home. But how about yourself? Did you do anything fun? Nice.
General Radahn. A pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Oof. He just hits so hard. My stamina regen for a moment. Alright, that forced him into phase 2. Ah, glad you're working on some stuff to have me on in the background. Oh, who did he hug? Is it Ansbach? Yeah. Yeah, likewise, it is a delight to have a chat. There goes Mimic. And there's a hug for me.
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
I wonder if I can tank while Ansbach does damage. I say that and then just immediately get wasted. That's probably death for me. Yeah. I don't quite know how to survive that.
I'm just astonished. You come.
I don't know if the poker is necessarily the right weapon for it. Ah, dang it. And that one was going so well, too. But I think that might be the play of I tank and mimic damages. It's weird that he doesn't rush the door anymore. Alright, that forced phase 2, but this one's not going nearly as well as the first. Well, thank you, Winnie. Of all the fights in the DLC, this is the one I was dreading the most. No, I don't think this is the run either, because my Mimic's just about dead. There he goes. And there I go. Yeah. Because when summoning Ansbach, that increases his health because it's outside the fog gate. I am really curious. I doubt this will work. Because again, it's a matter of level. I actually see summon signs. Now I'm really curious. Let's see if we can get anyone. I thought for sure no one would be available. And let's agree, let's hurry in before we get invaded. This is my favorite part. We actually get co-op summons. I'll be. Give them a chance to get in. There goes one. Makes me wonder if Radahn is scaled to my level. So they might be in for a devil of a time. Oh, we just got a bleed proc. How nice. There we go, we forced a phase 2. Now. Be right underneath of him and block. Wait for my help to arrive. Take a chance to heal. It's on the help. Oh dear.
I promise you, 1,000
So I've got to be mindful of that.
guided by compassion.
Go ahead and use this just in case. Now he's hugged the help? No? Alright, let's see. As long as he doesn't do the jump up in the sky, we might be okay. But I don't think so, because I'm doing so poorly. Oh dear. Ah. I'm sorry, Help. You were a wonderful co-op summon. I'm just terrible at this fight. But we learned something encouraging. I can actually summon help. So let's try once more. I may have to craft some stuff though. So let's see before I do that. And I'm trying to remember what Letta's armor does. It's dodge or a back step. And I don't think it's much better than what I've got currently on. Suppose I could go just heavy load if I'm just going to rely on the shield. Let's see. It is exciting news that we actually get to play co-op, because this is honestly my favorite part of the game, is where you get to summon in help. Let's see if they unsummon themselves, because sometimes you get somebody here, and they realize that it's Radahn, and be like, oh no. Which I don't blame them. Goodness, the knight's almost dead. Look what you just got here. I'll go ahead and waste 2 flasks on this just to try to stay alive. Yeah, let the others go in front of him. Yeah, I think they can carry me if I can just stay alive. As I trust in their abilities far better than my own. This part, it's best if I just block it while I wait for them to arrive. Because they're doing good damage. Far better than I was doing. Nice. That one can dance pretty well. Uh-oh.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Alright, I've got to be careful now. So I've got the mark on me. I wonder if I'm able to keep distance. Is this on me? Yes. No? See? Heal up real quick. And get underneath. They're doing a really good job. I'm impressed. Oh no, this part. I'm gonna go ahead and paranoid heal, just because we're so close. I think they've got it. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna be really upset if I throw this away, because they did such a wonderful job. Oh dear. Yeah, I threw it away. I'm so sorry. They did such a fantastic one too, and that health bar is insulting. Ah, c'est la vie. That's definitely worth a clip, because they did a fantastic job. I'll have to go back in and edit that one later. Not my failure, of course, but just where they did such an amazing job. Because that one called Pain, he could dance with Radon. Oh, I feel so worthless with this one. See if I can't get another. This one looks like a caster. Prince of Destath. And this one's got the Raging Wolf armor, so I'm hoping that it's a good sign. Because they did such a fantastic job. Maybe that's the mentality I need to take of I'm taking this opportunity to showcase other exquisite tarnished. They've almost got him half dead already. Goodness. I'll just wait for my help. They're doing a fantastic job. Uh-oh, come on, lag, don't kill him. Kill Radon, yes, not my host. Or not my helpers. They got him. Beautifully done. Now that is certainly worth it, because they deserve all the credit. I bow before thee. So Richard and Flametail. Well done. They saved me probably at least another hour's worth of grief and misery. That's exciting. And how awesome that this character can actually have co-op. I thought for the longest time it couldn't. Now I get to put all my stuff back. And we'll watch Mikola's memory. Oh, I know, Mika's braids give Khaleesi a run for shame. As that is a lot of hair. And then I think I'm just gonna pass time to get poor Ansbach and Thalia. Sweet dreams. Whew, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for those 2 summons. 4 of them, actually. 2 of them did remarkably well. And I squandered it at the very end. But then the next summon really did about 99% of the damage there. I think I was just along for the ride. Oh, I'm so grateful for that. And that's the end of St. Trina as well, because it looks like she's fallen from the flower. Goodness. Well then, let's see where else we should go and what we should do next. Because that's the private altar where Grandmother's already asleep. And I don't really care to explore the last city. Uh-oh. Something happened here. Did my game crash? Alright, we should be back again. Sorry for that one. That one was not at all as expected. So now we get to have the enthralling fun of trying to figure out what to do next. Because I thought for sure Radon would take at least 2 hours, and he likely would have were I by myself. So again, I'm very grateful for those 2 individuals I summoned, Flametail and Richard. Beautifully done and beautifully fought. I was certainly an afterthought in that fight, but again, I cannot express my gratitude. Because I hate Phase 2 of the Radon fight. Phase 1 is a lot of fun. But Phase 2, you can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. So what I may do is, let me go ahead and restart Elden Ring. And let's see if I can't return the favor for a few co-op summons. Because it seems like there were actually a lively bunch today. Apart from that, I need to kind of brainstorm and think on what game to play next. Yeah, of course, Winnie, you have me on Discord already, so feel free to message me there. Alright, so we've got this back up. And let me also refresh this screen. Alright. Still showing 1 there. I don't know if I'm the sweetest, but I try. Alright, so I am so chuffed to bits that is just behind me. Because I was dreading this all week, not looking forward to the Radon fight. And now we can kind of bask in the gates of divinity, not having to worry about that going forward. That is so nice. So we accomplished everything we set out to do in the DLC. Completed the DLC itself. There's a few bosses that I didn't do. Some Everjails and some other minor things, but we can now call this chapter concluded. And I am so grateful for it. Because again, I enjoy the DLC. I don't think I'll go through the base game again, because as you see in just a moment, I've had quite a few characters already. And this one was the last of them that had not gone through. Well, I take that back. There's a couple that haven't gone through the DLC yet, but I don't intend to take them through it. they were meant for different kind of co-op characters. Back before you could actually choose what summon stakes you were available at. So I'm going to leave them as they are, but as you can see, I've gone through the DLC 3 times now. Let's just see if I can return the favor. I know I can't help at Radon, but maybe I can help somewhere else. Let's see what the co-op is like. Make sure I don't have a password set. Because now I'm indebted. Where I've received help, I have the compulsion to return the favor. Although this may take a few moments just to see if we get any summons. In the meantime, I may put up a poll on my Discord to see what to play next. Blacksmith Wukong was mentioned earlier, because I still have the challenge modes to go through, and now that I'm out of Elden Ring, I can actually reacquaint myself with the controls. Because I have a just silly problem of where I can play one game at a time, and if I can get okay at the controls, but if I try to switch between too many games too quickly, and they have very different controls, I'm all over the place and just do terrible inputs. Oh, you were very kind, Winnie. Again, where I'm still so new, I wouldn't dare mention that I'm the best or even in the top 10 of anything at this moment. I still have a lot of practice to undergo and hours to put in. But you are very sweet. But far as games go, Blacksmith Wukong with the challenge modes definitely on the table because I'd like to go through those. I do have a couple horror games that I could play, but they're more of walking sims, so I'm not sure if they'd be of much interest. And where I'm still trying to grow the audience, it may be best to stick with popular titles. I'm not sure yet. Because the ideal case would be that the personality would attract the audience, rather than the game, but I know, at least in the beginnings, it's a folly. So, of the horror genre, we have Call of the Sea, Layers of Fear, maybe even the Little Nightmare series. I haven't played those in a long time. I even thought about potentially going through Dragon's Dogma 2 again, because it's been a little while since I've played it. I made the fatal mistake and I was a completionist during my first run, so I went through and did everything, so I kind of exhausted it where it didn't have the replayability that I would have hoped. But that's my own personal fault. But that's another one that's on the table too, because that one's a really good game. With the exception of one significant but avoidable clause until the very end, through the Dragon's Plague. I'm not at all happy that they included that. I even saw a mod the other day that you could actually turn it off. So that might be very tempting now that I've already gone through the base game as vanilla as it could be. But then even still, we have Monster Hunter Wilds, which is a new title to me. I've played the beta for it for, I think, 4 hours at most, but I've never played any of the other Monster Hunter franchise, so it's definitely a learning curve, but it seemed intriguing. It's not quite the same itch as, say, Blacksmith Wukong or Elden Ring, where you really have that third-person perspective and you get to help other people with it. But I'm hoping with the co-op aspect of it, where you can be not necessarily summoned in, but kind of volunteer to go on monster hunts together, that might be of interest as well. And what I may do is, let me see if I make myself more specific by putting all this back on. This one does more magic. Okay. That's the Garden of Deep Purple. Let's go to Fisher's Cross. And let's see if anyone needs help with the Putrescent Knight. Nope, wrong grace. Fisher Depths. Because I'm not really inclined to escort people through here. But I can at least try this. See if we get any biters. And while we wait, let me do this as well. Pop my window back up. Now I have to remember I can't cross that set of stones. I cannot tell you how much of a relief it is to have Verdun behind us. I was so worried about that. And again, I can't take credit for that fight. All I did was cower behind my shield. They did amazing damage during that fight. I can't believe how fast they felled him. And keep in mind, too, that's where his health bar was tripled because of the help that I had summoned. So again, they did a fantastic job. But truly, the co-op aspect of the game is what I really enjoyed about it. Not so much playing it through myself. The building of my profiles was always a means to an end, of where I would help someone else play through on theirs. That's where I got the most satisfaction from it. But as you can see, the co-op pools tend to die out. And that's due to likely either drop in player base or challenge runners who elect not to have the help. And major kudos to them if they're able to do that. Which is not particularly my style. Try once more. And sometimes if you put your sign down again, it refreshes it. And that may just be me copium. That might be just my copium. That is an interesting note, though, of it would be really cool if you could have Torrent and the Putrescent Knights fight. That way it'd be two mounted knights fighting against each other. But alas, it looks like that may not be the case. So I'll pop this one back in the Abyssal Woods. And we'll quit out of this one. So that's where we just beat the DLC, and then I have my other co-op character I could try, but I'm wondering if we go ahead and end for today a little bit early, because again, I thought Radahn would take at least 2 hours. So that may be what I do, is where I don't have another game immediately lined up, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll go ahead and call it for our stream for now, and kind of stew on what our next steps are going to be. In the meantime, though, I definitely appreciate all who joined me today, and we've completed the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. I'm very much appreciated for all who joined me on this journey. It was a difficult one to go through again, but well worth it because it made our company all the more sweet. But I'll go ahead and end for today, and hope that you have a very lovely rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. In the interim, I'll be on my Discord. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or recommendations for what we tackle next, by all means, I definitely look forward to hearing from you all. And till then, take care and be well.